Real estate, real estate, real estate 101. Yes, indeed, you are here again for a Barry Charles exclusive here on Barry Charles Finance. Yes, real estate is going to crash in 2023, even into 2024. Could even go longer, but this is the time to get yourself ready to unload the opportunity of a lifetime here in real estate. Let's get to it. Real Estate Investing 101 for 2023-2024. Yes, real estate is crashing, folks. You've already seen it, and it's going to continue. Get yourself ready to get yourself motivated, because you're going to be able to buy houses at discounted rates. Even better if you're already invested into, you say you might have 5 locations, you might have 10 buildings. I mean, you might have 1,000 depending if you're going for multi-units. Doesn't matter where your strategy is. If you haven't started, you're getting ready to invest for the first time. Okay, yes, the banks are going to get tougher on people to get loans because of the high interest rate. But what you can do, even if you haven't started already, start saving more money. Get it ready for a big, nice deposit to invest into your first house. This is a big opportunity for you in 2023 and 2024 to invest and get houses at 30-40% off their current values. It's not going to be everywhere, but where that opportunity is, get yourself ready to invest. Whether that is in Tokyo, if it's in Sydney, if it's in Los Angeles, if it's in New York, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. There is times to make some big money in real estate. And if you're ready for it, you can make a life-changing decision. So where do we want to invest? Obviously, one option is the place that is up and coming. If you can find a place that's up and coming in the real estate sector, so it's a nice big growth town, city that is lower down and starting to grow, that's where you can look at. Like Las Vegas, for instance, in America is probably a good place to look. The prices have gone up, no doubt about it, they have gone up, but if they're going to they drop, you look at a lot of the big finance YouTubers out there, they have moved to Las Vegas for the tax reasons, and a lot of people are starting to head that way. So this is an opportunity for you to invest into a place like that if you're living in that part of the world. It's a good way to save tax too for your businesses. If you go there, it's a good place to work at compared to California, where you get paid a lot. You lose a lot in taxes. So that's just one example of where a place is growing, and that's only a small example. That's big, but like there's smaller examples of smaller places around the world that where growth is happening. This is where you need to do research and look in South Africa, where it's the growth places around the world. It doesn't matter where in the world you're looking at. You got a chance to make some money. How do you invest in like China as well? I mean, you can make quite a bit of money in China too. India, there's so many options out there for people to invest in. So where do you invest? Do you just, to me, for your first investment, find a rental property. To me, or if you can make it multi-rental and you can live there as well. It could be like an office space as well and live at the top. Like these are all options to make you some money. If you can rent out a place, rent out some office space and live there, or have someone rent there, even better. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can make money without having to actually live in the house and still continue to rent if that's what you're doing. And you would have less burden of going into a house straight away, where you can then use that money to save a bit more deposit. You obviously got to save for maintenance, you got to taxes, all this sort of stuff. But the money you got left over, just keep saving, and you'll be ready to invest into another house not long after. Now, this is all comes back to how good your savings plans are, budgeting, but you have an opportunity here to make some real good money in real estate over the next couple of years if you are financially savvy enough to wait and then make the big purchase at the right time. If you're in obviously got a few houses already, then you need to look at multi-units. Where can you buy like a big block of flats? High rises. I mean, can you get into apartments? Can you buy 50 apartments all in one go? Thousands of apartments in one go. This is where you start really momentuming into real big money. And that's what the real big people do. You get somewhere, a small area, invest a whole lot. If it makes it all, it's all about cash flow. If it makes it all cash flow, invest. Boom. Simple. Obviously, other options here for people that are do-it-yourselfers and are good at this, you can flip houses. It can be harder to flip houses in a tight market like this, but it's still an opportunity to buy flip houses. That's what people keep forgetting. You have the opportunity to buy a house that it might not be in the greatest condition now. You just rent it. You just rent it for the moment. It's giving you that cash flow. And then when you're ready, when the market's gone up again, you just say, oh, we're selling this place. You build it up, boom, boom, boom. And instead of, you could have maybe made, say, 20K, you might have made 300K, you might have made 500K because the market's just gone flying up because you bought it at a beautiful percentage lower. This is just stuff you need to look at when you go into investing. Don't just invest in the flashiest house on the street if you're paying over the top. Now, if you're paying unders, then that's fine to buy at the top. You're better off to buy the worstest house on the street. Updo it, and it'll sell for more because there's now one of the better houses on the street. So people will go, hey, yes, I want this, and you'll make some money. So there's definitely ways to make money using the strategy of flipping houses. It's obviously hands-on, but if you don't want hands-on, there's always hands-on. Doesn't matter even if you're paying people to look after your rentals, which I don't recommend. I recommend if you've got a whole lot, but if you only got a couple, do it yourself. I think it's just, to me, it just saves you money. Sometimes you're just wasting money having the other person there, because they're not really going to do as good a job as you at looking after your own house. So that's just something you've got to think about. But if you want a less carefree option, then you just let them do it. But it's quite costly with 10% rates, depending on whoever's looking after your housing. So your real estate in 2023, to me, you need to invest in yourself. Get yourself to make that little bit of more side hustle, get that more education so you can improve your job capacity. I think 2023 is a chance here to really improve yourself, so you have the opportunity at the end of 2023 into 2024 to take the option of these house pricing going down, 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 and you buying a house either for investment ideally, but if you're just buying just generally for your own family and you just want to buy one house and that's it, perfect time to buy. Absolutely. Okay, interest rates are going to be alright. That's what people say, oh, the interest rates will come down in a couple of years. Don't worry. No doubt about it. Interest rates are just going to come down. If you can afford it at that level, imagine when it goes back down, boom, you'll have more money. So you can buy more houses or more stocks, whatever, or continue to grow your business. Whatever way you're looking to do real estate. Yes, real estate to me is going to be one of the big boomers. And then after a couple of years of maybe a little bit of hiatus, a drop. It's been flying for a long time, and real estate is one of the ones that you can pretty much guarantee has always gone up and up and up over time. But here's a chance for you now, while the real estate is going on the downward slide, to get the bargain so in the future you can relax, knowing that your property has a lot of equity in it, so you can invest into other investments in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this video about real estate and got a lot of value out of it. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel, because finance is the future and I want you to be financially savvy, and I have more videos on all different things for you here on this channel. Have a lovely day out there.